welcome back. It's Jason from Pro Guitar Studio. Today I have a really great lesson for you to show you some chord shapes that you can use that sort of bypass plain bar chords but give you a similar sound. It can be a lot of fun. And I like to call these Root-5th-3rd chords, but there's, I'm sure, a better name for these. I'll get into that in just a moment. But first off, if you like these videos that I do each week, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe for more videos like this each week. Helps me out a ton, so I get to know which content you like, what you want to see more of. The more people that I get following me here, the easier it is for me to provide value in terms of giving you lessons that you want, and also interesting things that might come your way that you've never heard of before. Okay, so let's just dive right in here, and I'll go over the chord shapes that I'm doing here. There's a ton of songs that use these, but instead of doing a full bar chord, like if we're doing an F chord, right? What we're going to do here, we're going to use our first finger, string number 6, first fret, our third finger on the third fret is string number 5. So right now we have the power chord, right? So we have the root note and the 5th, so making a power chord. What we're going to do, we're going to add one more note into it. We're going to add the third interval, which makes this chord a major chord. Okay, so root, 5th, and the third is the second fret on the third string. Okay, so I'm picking string number 6, 5, 3, 5. Sorry, 6, 5, 3, 6. That's our F chord. Okay, and we're going to go up 2 frets and play the exact same thing. So this. And I should also mention I do slide, like I play the first 4 notes, and then I pick again as I slide into the next chord. And I do the same thing 2 frets higher. And here is the case where we need to use a bar for this particular shape. But I did include another way to play it. So if you don't like doing an actual bar, there's ways you can get around it. You can do like 3 fingers, which is awkward. But I also included, you'll see next up, in the example, I played it down here. Okay, so if you need to skip this one, this A minor here, we can do that. So the first 2 chords, F, G, slide into A minor. So we're going to go 5, 7 on the 6th and 5th string. And I'm barring to play the 5th fret on string number 3. Okay? And then we're going to slide into fret number 8 to do the C chord, and we're going to go back to our original shape. So index, ring, middle. So we have this. Like I said, if you want to try this one out in a different way, you're going to go like this. You're going to slide up. You're going to go like this with pinky finger, which is awkward. Yeah, so middle finger would handle that 5th fret, string number 3. So it's doable, but not easy, right? So that's the first time through. Now, the next phrase that I put in here is the same chords, but I'm taking them an octave higher and changing the last one. So I'm going to go 8 on the 5th string, 10 on the 4th, and 10 on the 2nd. So this is an F major. Slide up 2 frets for a G. So 10, 12, 12. And then we're going to go to an A minor, which is 12, 14, 13 on the 2nd string. This is a little easier than the A minor we did down lower, right? And then for the final chord on this progression here, this part of it, we're going to go down to E minor. So it's fret number 7, and keep that minor shape. So 7, 9, and then 8 up here. So in a way, I mean, if you played a bar chord, you get the same kind of chord, same kind of notes, but we're able to just settle on those 3 notes. And that gives us our full chord. So it's still an E minor. There's nothing different about it in terms of the name. It's just that we're not doing a bar chord. We're just doing a 3-note chord, root, 5th, 3rd, okay? That's the same with all these chords that we're doing here. So root, 5th, and then 3rd. And then we're going to go back to the beginning. So F, G, and instead of doing the A minor bar chord like we do here, we're going to go to the open A string, 2nd fret D string, and 1st fret on the B. It's the same notes. Actually sounds nicer because it's crisper. And then the C is going to be 3, 5, 5. So string 5, 4, 2. So we have this, F, G, A minor, C. Right? And the final phrase goes up to our F again, so fret number 8 and 10. G, 2 frets higher than that. A minor, so 12, 14, 13. And the final chord to finish it off, instead of going to E minor like we did the first time around, that second half, this time here, this is what we'll call like the fourth section, we're going to go to 15, 17, 17. This is a C chord. Really nice high sound, right? So in the context of a song, these chords can sound great because they're not, piling you with information like that full chord. We can just get the individual notes. You can even strum them if you want, as long as you mute out the other strings. You don't want to arch your fingers it can sound okay, but to get the actual chord, we want to mute out those strings. So I'm actually taking my first finger, just touching the strings very lightly. Same up here. So that can sound really good, right? If you're able to do it properly and mute out the strings you don't need. But here it is from the beginning. And there you have it. So as you play with that, you don't need to play the A minor both ways. You can play it here, or you can play it here. Whatever one, we'll say suits you and suits your playing. So with everything there being said, the solo that I did at the very end was in the key of A minor. So I'm just using the A minor scale and A natural minor scale and the A minor pentatonic. Both of those scales work really nicely. And that can just be played over top of this as a loop, right? So I'll try to include that in the lesson description as well, so you can play over this as a backing track. So A minor pentatonic, a great way to play over that. And like I said, if you enjoy this, please subscribe for more videos like this each week. I'd love to hear from you below, so let me know how this went in the comments below. See you soon.